Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday, dear friends. How is it Monday already? Hi guys, happy Monday. It's April from Mama Loves Food and DinnerHero.com. So Facebook introduced backgrounds and I clicked it and I'm supposed to be like in a space world, but apparently it didn't work, which is kind of a bummer because I wanted to see what it looked like. But tell me if you're seeing it. I'm not. Looks like I'm sitting in my camper to me. Anyway, hi guys, it's Monday. Monday. Good morning, Andrea. How are you? Go ahead and leave your mental health number in the comments, wherever those comments are for you. 1 is low, 10 is high. I'm a solid 2 today, and I will tell you why. Not even that I'm in such a bad mood, but I definitely got food poisoning or something last night. My oldest son and I, my oldest son around, I don't know. You don't see it either? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Around, I don't know, 8 o'clock last night, started to say he felt his stomach was bothering him and he was feeling a little achy. And I was like, oh, those aren't good words. So he went to bed early and I was like, that's so weird, to my husband. And then like a half an hour later or so, my stomach started to feel a little bit gurgly, but like not terrible, right? So then I was still hungry and I made myself a smoothie, and that was a terrible idea because that was the beginning of Bathroom-ageddon. It's been since like 9:30 last night and I'm so miserable. I will say I just had a soda and I think the fizzy has helped a lot. So anyway, needless to say, I got a little bit of a late start this morning, so I don't have any new links for you, but the links from last week are from Friday's show are up, and they're good links. So I mean, I'd love if you visited them. We've got our lemon cookies recipe in there. We've got our slouchy socks that we talked about. And we've got, you guys, I like chewed the inside of my mouth so badly last night. It's driving me crazy. And we've got the water beads, which I still can't say enough good things about. My kids play with them constantly. Anyway, Liliana says it must have been a bug. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like maybe it's just a little bacteria got into. Oops, that's my reminder to not forget about the morning show. Yeah, it was, anyway, it's been kind of a miserable night, so I do feel like I'm on the mend, but I haven't tried eating anything yet, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. So, in other news, diet's going well. I'm just kidding. Although I am still doing my clean eating. I think we're on week 2 of that. Or maybe I've done 2 weeks of it. I don't know. I'm not really paying close attention. I probably should be, but I'm not perfect. Don't get me wrong. I definitely ate a bag of chips for dinner on Saturday night, which was maybe not the smartest thing I've ever done, but it was delicious. Do you guys have a favorite type of chips? I think we've asked this before, but I always love to know. I feel like, does it say something about a person, what your favorite chips are? I don't know. My favorite chips are the spicy kettle chips, the jalapeno ones. So good. Especially the ones from Aldi. Have you tried those? Oh, they're so good. They're so good. They're like, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like some of the brand's kettle chips are very sweet, which is not bad, but I feel like the Aldi ones aren't as sweet as some of the other ones, and I like that. I like them a little bit less sweet, but everybody's got their own favorites. So, like I said, we don't really have links today. If you want to visit if you didn't make, Karen says Pringles are my favorite. Did you know Pringles are not actually potato chips? It's true. They do have some potato in them, but they are, they're made with potato and flour, and they're pressed into that form and then fried. Interesting, right? Anyway, just thought you'd like to know. Andrew likes the hint of lime tortilla chips. Those are good. Salt and vinegar. That's my husband's favorite, is salt and vinegar. Yum. Liliana says Aldi anything. Yeah, totally Aldi anything. They make good chips. Good chips. I don't know what it is. I was telling my girlfriend about them the other day because she was saying how she needs to stock up on chips. I don't know. I've never had a bad chip from Aldi. Liliana says they have a Cuban sandwich kettle chip. Ooh, that sounds good. Jamie says it's rice flour and Pringles. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize that. I thought it was wheat flour. Tony says I like salsa sun chips. Ooh, you know what I like? I like the cheddar sun chips a lot. Those are really good. And I don't understand why, how do they get away with pretending to be health food? Because there's nothing healthy about Sun Chips. Can we talk about that? They're chips. Let's be real. They've got grains in them, but I mean, they're chips. They're delicious. I love them. I love them. Karen, I think Pringles are chips. They're just not potato chips, right? Because, like, I would consider Fritos chips, right? Wouldn't you? And tortilla chips are chips. Just a different, like, recipe, right? Samantha's a 7. Guys, don't forget to leave your mental health number in the comments. 1 is low, 10 is high. You guys have got me up to a 3. If you see someone at a 5 or below, please reach out to them, send them a comment, reply to their comment, send them a message, whatever you want to say. And just tell them something to lift their spirits. Maybe a bad knock joke. I don't know. Maybe just a hug. Virtual one. Virtual. Shannon's a 10. High 5, Shannon. All right. Now, while I did not do links, although I did just drop the lemon cookie recipe in the comments, and I'd love if you visited that one. It's really delicious. It's made with cake mix, and it is so easy. If you roll them in powdered sugar, you get the crinkle cookies, or you can roll them in sprinkles and get lemon sprinkle cookies, or you can just put, I've also got in the recipe a really easy honey lemon glaze, which is so easy and very delicious. So yeah, make those. Okay, while I did not get to links, I did write down some questions. Who has questions? What is the oldest piece of clothing that you still have and use? I want to know, what is the oldest piece of clothing that you have and use? So I have, so the oldest thing I have that's physically old is my dad had a sweater from when he went to college. It's this, not navy, like a forest green sweater. And I still wear it. I stole it from his closet when I was in high school. And I still wear it. It doesn't fit as well as it used to because, you know, it just doesn't. It kind of falls a little weird, you know. It's old, right? It's stretched out, it's a little baggy, but I just love it. Anyway, so that's the oldest piece of clothing I own. But I didn't buy that. The oldest piece of clothing that I bought and own, gosh, I probably have t-shirts that date back from the first couple of years of my marriage or even college, late college. You know, when I like something, I like it. You guys know that. I repeat my clothes all the time. Andrew says, I think I have a shirt from when my hubby and I started dating 16 or 17 years ago. I'm too big to wear it now. Karen says, does my wedding dress count? Oh, I do have my wedding dress. It's sitting in the bottom of my closet. I do have that. I'm pretty sure I do have a handful of t-shirts, though, from college. Or cardigans, maybe. Because you don't wear cardigans quite as much. They last a little longer. Oh, I have one of my mom's cardigans, too, from when she was in college. Actually, that might have even been when she was in high school. It does not fit me because I have gained mucho weight. But I would love to get back into it. It's really pretty. It's like pastel blue, and it's got flowers on the top. I love it. Anyway, it doesn't fit me right now, but yeah, my mom's cardigan. So apparently I steal clothes from my parents. Sorry, Mom. I have a pair of pajamas that I borrowed from my mom probably 3 years ago, and every time I wear them, because I borrowed them permanently, my daughter's like, you stole that from Grandma. I think as my mom watching you, she's probably like, you took my pajamas? I gave my mom lots of leggings. Laura says, I have a shirt from my senior year of high school. I just gave it to my 7-year-old a few weeks ago. Oh, I love that. Josie steals clothes from my closet all the time, which is so funny because, I mean, she's a waif of an 8-year-old. She's tiny, right? She's tiny. She's a very small 8-year-old. And I'm, while I am short, I'm not a small person. So anything that she can fit in, though, she will take from my closet. Good morning, Miss Sherry. Just this weekend, she took I have a handful of Old Navy dresses. I like to wear like just comfy cotton dresses, and I have a handful of Old Navy dresses, and they're super stretchy, and they're like fitting on top, and they kind of flare. And she realized that she could. It actually doesn't look terrible on her. It looks like a bohemian kind of dress. Bohemian. I can never say that word right. Kind of dress, and she totally stole it from my closet. So Tony says, I have a pink and white gingham jumper with Easter Bunny applique on. I purchased at least 20 years ago. I do have a handful of baby clothes. My sister Jessica is very, very nostalgic, and I am typically not. So I don't hold on to a lot of things. I'm not the parent that has, you know, a bucket of artwork or any of that. But you know, I did hold on to it. So she actually held on to she found a box of baby clothes from when we were babies at my parents' house and pulled out a couple of things that she recognized that I had been in as a baby and gave them to me. So I do have a couple of those, and I actually put Josie in a couple of them when she was a baby, which I loved. I don't even think I got any good pictures though, which was silly. I wish I had done that. But anyway, yeah, so I do have a handful of those. And then I have a couple of things from when my kids were little that I just, you know, I put all three of them. I have 5 kids, guys. I have 5 kids, not 3. That I put all 5 kids in. I got this romper. It's an Old Navy romper. I got it at Salvation Army. I bought almost all my kids' baby clothes at Salvation Army on half day Wednesdays, which if you don't have a Salvation Army, if you don't know about Salvation Army's half day Wednesdays, oh, good deals, man. So I used to buy pretty much all their baby clothes on half day Wednesdays at the Salvation Army. So the you know, onesies and the rompers were like 25 or 50 cents each. And I got this Old Navy romper. It was almost new. It was cotton, and it's like striped all over, and it's like red, blue, yellow, but every other stripe is red, so it's predominantly red. It is just the cutest thing ever, and every one of my kids wore it, and I just was so sad when I couldn't fit my last child in it anymore, so I did keep that. And I'm hoping to put all my grandbabies in it. Yeah. All right, keep letting me know your clothes things. Next question is... we're speaking of nostalgia, what did you get in the most trouble for with your parents as a kid? What did you do? What did you do that was constantly, you got like getting reprimanded for? I was a back talker. I was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad back talker. Probably still am. And I'm getting it back in spades, Mom, don't worry. Yeah, I was constantly in trouble for back talking. Any chance I could, under my breath, all the time. Sorry, Mom and Dad. I was a back talker. Big time, big time, big time. I was never really a sneaker outer or a liar. I didn't really do much of that, but boy, did I back talk. It's true. It's true. Tell me you. You guys, my stomach is killing me. Like, it physically hurts. It hurts. Like, I feel like I've got spikes in my stomach. Oof, ouch. I don't know. I think I lost comments, but I'm going to keep talking. Okay. Next question. Andrea says, I did that too when I was a teenager. Oh, Andrea, I did not wait until I was a teenager. I probably started the day I could talk. Sorry, Mom. What was the first record or album you ever owned? Do you remember? I know what mine was. It's very special to me. Andrea says, I would get in so much trouble for it too, but I couldn't help myself. Me too. I was grounded almost my entire senior year of high school. Oops. Beverly is an 8 today. High five. That's a good high number. I love it. Robin says, definitely back talk. Karen says, I would have gotten back slapped. Oh, I definitely got my fair share of, Didn't stop me. Good morning, Miss Mandy. Okay, so what was the first record or album you ever owned? Mine was a record, and it was one my dad gave me when I was very young. He used to play it when I was going to sleep at night, and it was the Beach Boys Surfing USA album, and I had it, and I loved it. Laura's was Vanessa Williams. I loved it so much. I used to play it constantly. I had one of the plastic Fisher-Price, like tan record players. I used to play it in my room all the time. And when my brother was like 5 or 6, he got mad at me and broke it in half. And I don't know that I've forgiven him to this day. And my parents didn't punish him. And I still am upset about that, Mom and Dad. Still. So maybe you deserved some of the back talking. But yeah, he got mad at me one day when he was like 5 or 6, which would have made me 11-ish, 10 or 11. And he just cracked it right in half over his knee. And my parents were like, oh, he's only 5. He didn't mean it. I was like, he meant it. I was very angry. I'm still sad about it. I never rebought it. That's not true. I rebought it as a cassette tape, but that's not the same. I should rebuy it. But yeah. Wouldn't it be nice? Dun, 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 dun. Robin says, BJ Thomas, Raindrops Are Falling on My Head. That's a good one. Sherry says, what album? It was the Surfin' USA album. Good, 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 good vibrations. Do, 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 do. Michelle's was a 45. Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. Oh, that's a good one. Here comes the sun. Do, 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 do. Sherry says, my oldest brother and I fought all the time. My brother and I didn't fight all the time. We had our moments, don't get me wrong, but we didn't fight all the time. My sister Jessica and I probably fought the most, but I don't remember fighting a ton with my siblings growing up. Probably my brother and I fought the most, because we sat next to each other in the car the most. There's a lot of... But Elisa says, what's the question? The question is, what was the first record or album you ever owned? Andrea says, I just remember NSYNC and the other boy bands and being obsessed. Too funny. I never really got into the boy bands. Like, I like their music, but I never got that whole, like... So for my generation, it was NKOTB. It was massively, massively huge. And I remember we had neighbors across the street from us when I was probably, like, 9 or 10. The girls across the street from us were super obsessed with New Kids on the Block. And they would invite us over, and they had a playroom over their attic, over their garage, so like an attic playroom, and they would make me and my sisters, like, not make, but like we would memorize the dance steps to New Kids on the Block. And I just remember being like, this is fun, I like dancing, but I did not understand. They had posters everywhere and I just didn't get into it. But yeah. Hi, Aunt Marilyn, how are you? Elisa says, ooh, maybe the Bee Gees. Marilyn, we are answering the question, what was the first record or album you ever owned? Mine was Beach Boys' Surfin' USA album. Andrea says, your generation, ? I'm only 3 years younger. So we're the same generation, basically, right? Although I think I'm on the cusp of Gen X, and you're probably on the cusp of Gen Y, right? Vicky says, I'm a 7 today. First album was the Monkees' first album. I love it. I love it. Marilyn says, hanging in. All right. The Beatles for Karen. Next question. Final question for the day. I'm going to pop off in just a second. Favorite smell. Do you have a favorite smell? Marilyn's was Sgt. Pepper by the Beatles. I love it. I have a favorite smell, and it's weird, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's weird. I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. My favorite smell is tennis balls. Freshly opened tennis balls. Pop the can. I could breathe that smell all day long. It's probably so bad for me. I don't do it often. Maybe like once every third year I smell them. Because, like, how often do I buy tennis balls? I don't play tennis anymore. But I don't know if it's because, like, I associate it with my parents playing tennis as a kid, and I always loved, you know, going out and watching them. Marilyn has coffee brewing. I'm jealous. I don't have any coffee right now. Yeah. Freshly cracked can of tennis balls is my favorite. Oh, Marilyn's favorite smell is coffee brewing. Hi, April. Whew, that went right over my head. Yeah. Freshly cracked tennis balls. I could just smell it all day. I don't know. I think part of it is just it smells good to me, but part of it is maybe the association that my parents played tennis, and I just had good feelings associated with it. But Sherry's favorite smell is lavender. Lavender is lovely. I have lavender satchels all over my bedroom. I love it. Andrea says peppermint and gingerbread in the Christmas season, but also citrus, fresh baked scents. Coffee. Yeah, those are all amazing scents. Kathy says my favorite smell is bread baking and rain. Oh, what is it about rain? That smell, that, like, oh, the musky kind of, like, it's so good, isn't it? Oh yes, I'm with you on the rain smell. Robin says puppy breath, and that makes me want to vomit because I think puppy breath is one of the most horrible smells ever. Deborah says vanilla. I like vanilla in baking. I don't like it as, like, a room smell. I can't stand a vanilla candle. It makes me want to... Jamie says the beach. That's a good one. Karen loves vinyl records. Yeah, vinyl records are fun. I should buy a record player. I don't have room for more stuff, though. Andrew says chlorine. I was a swimmer. Sherry says freshly cut grass. Yes, that's a good one. That for me anyway, that's a really good one. Jamie says when you first wake up camping. I have not done a lot of camping in my life, so I don't know that I can, I don't know that I know that smell. I'll have to do some more camping. Kimberly says pencils. Robin says lavender and vanilla. Tony says peach and thieves. I do love the smell of thieves. Thieves is good. Heather says roses and strawberries. You guys, I love all this. All right. Keep giving me your favorite smells. Yes, mine's weird. I'll own that. That's okay. That's okay. Tennis balls is a weird thing to smell. But I tell you, next time you open a can of tennis balls, take a whiff. Tell me what you think. I'm going to pop off. You guys have a wonderful day. Make sure to pop your, I've said pop like 6 times in a row. Make sure to stick your mental health number in the comments. 1 is low, 10 is high. If you see someone at a 5 or below, make sure to reach out to them and give them a virtual hug, lift them up, all that fun stuff. Vicky says magnolias. Girl, magnolias and gardenias are amazing. That's a good one for tomorrow, Robin. We're going to do that one tomorrow. I'm writing it down right now. No one answered it yet. You guys, I love you. Have a great day. I'll catch you tomorrow.